Today we are going to show you on this video how to make deep fried chicken. Edwin has a wonderful recipe. You must try it. It is absolutely amazing. And it's hello from me, Mike, and...
Hi, it's Edwin here.
Okay, now the first thing Edwin is going to do is show you the lineup of ingredients. Don't worry about the quantities. We will display them on the screen and in the description box below.
At the back there we've got our bread, which is going to become bread crumbs. Then we've got the flour, chicken stock, salt, barbecue spice, black pepper, paprika, cayenne pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and 2 little eggs.
The first thing he's going to do is produce the breadcrumbs, and he's going to do that with bread that is at least 1 day old, and he's going to do that with the food processor. Right, there we have our breadcrumbs. Now he puts that into its own bowl. You will notice we have 3 separate bowls. We have one for the flour, one for the eggs, and one for the breadcrumbs. Okay, the first thing he's going to do is break in the eggs.
Quite small eggs, but it depends on how many pieces of chicken you're doing. So 2 small eggs will be enough.
So it will be
us.
dependent on you. You should be able to tell how much eggs and flour that you will need based on the size of the chicken pieces you're going to be doing.
The whisk,
then I'm going to give him the whisk. I think Edwin's going to need another 2 more eggs because, as he said, our eggs are quite small here. So here we go.
Thank you.
If you want to at this point, you can add a bit of milk to thin out the mixture a little bit. We're not adding it at this time because I don't think we need it, do we?
No. You can also add water. It'll just help you get a bit more mixture. But obviously if you can keep it close to all egg, you're going to get a better
consistency.
mixture.
I think it'll be better just to keep it to the egg, but if you want to put a bit more water, you can.
Okay, you will notice I have put the bowls in a specific order. It's in the order that I'm going to be using them. So the first bowl is the flour, the next bowl is the eggs, which are now prepared, and the last is going to be the breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm now going to add the spices to the breadcrumbs because that's where your flavor is going to be coming from.
Now remember, don't add the spices to the flour. We have done it and it does not work well. Add the spices to the breadcrumbs rather than to the flour, and then just give it a little mix so that everything combines together.
Sorry about that, just moving things out the way.
Well, this is home cooking, so what you see is what you get.
Okay, so I've added in the chicken stock. There's the barbecue spice. You can choose any spice you want. We just find that's a nice flavor that goes well with the chicken.
This is the spices that we use, but as Edwin said, you can leave out or add in whatever you want. And the next spice you're adding is?
Okay, I'm adding in the salt. We use the pink Himalayan salt. Then black pepper. As I've said in previous videos, Mike and I love our peppers, so probably a bit much for some of you.
Yes.
But it is 1 teaspoon that we've used you might want to bring that down a bit. Next is the paprika and the cayenne pepper, onion powder and garlic powder. Okay, I'm now using the best kitchen utensil you have, nice clean hands. So you mix, 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 get all of that flavor all around those breadcrumbs so that each piece of chicken gets a bit of breadcrumb.
Okay, Edwin is going to do the chicken coating now, and so I'm behind the camera, and as I said before, I'm blind, so if I get it out of focus, you will know why. You have a blind man working a camera. So let's go.
Okay, so I'm putting it in the flour. Take note that I'm keeping one hand completely dry at all times. So I'm mixing it together. The reason I'm keeping this hand dry is for when I get to the breadcrumbs, I don't want to have breadcrumbs all over this hand. So you'll see I've now coated it with the flour. So this could be the fun part. Mike, if you can move the camera onto the egg, please. Okay, it's now in the egg. You'll notice I'm still using my right hand. My left hand is staying dry. I very seldom get this right because I quite often just sort of forget about it and put my hand in, and then I get breadcrumbs on everything.
I have tried to do it, and yes, well, let's leave it there.
So at least this way I only have one dirty hand. Please remember, when working with chicken, wash your hands very often. Okay, we're now going to put it into the breadcrumbs. You will notice that I am using my right hand to drop it into the breadcrumbs, and I switch to my left hand, which has been kept dry and clean, and I now just gently throw the crumbs over the chicken. You'll notice I'm just patting them on. Again, just keeping this hand clean and patting the crumbs on the other side. And that is it. We will do the last piece off camera.
There we go. It's all done. And while we were off camera, we decided to get another 2 more pieces of chicken, because this recipe is just so good, and 1 piece of chicken is just not enough. You will see when we give it a try. Next procedure, we're going to deep fry them in our deep fryer.
Okay, I'm just going to load 2 pieces into the basket. We will lower it down into the oil when we reach temperature.
We are cooking this at 170 centigrade. I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but
I will put it on the screen.
yes, we will put it on the screen for those who are Fahrenheit oriented.
Okay, and it's just reached temperature, so Mike will probably take a step back now, because
I don't like deep fries. I hate them with an absolute passion, and you're about to find out why.
Okay, listen to this lovely sound. Right, we will cook that at 170 for 20 minutes.
It's actually not as bad when you do chips. It really knows how to shout.
See you in 20 minutes time.
And there you have it. Now Edwin is just going to take it out of the deep fry and let it drip on the side so that all the fat, the excessive fat, runs off. You can then take these and transfer them to some kitchen paper to drain the excess fat if you need to. And there you have it, a beautiful cooked piece of deep fried crumbed chicken. And we've also decided to put some mushrooms on the plate. We used the same recipe for the mushrooms because we had some left over. So we said, instead of wasting it, let's use it. And now we're going to bid you all farewell as me and Edwin go and enjoy our wonderful prepared dinner. So until next time, please don't forget to share the video, like the video, and subscribe to our channel, and click on the little bell icon there so that you can be notified to as and when we update on the channel. So it's from me, Mike, and
Me, Edwin.
bye.
Bye.